So, welcome to my new room, which you can already tell looks delightfully beautiful. Definitely a room tour coming soon as I get it just a little bit more pretty. I can assure you it will be geeky, it will be nerdy, it will be fandom-y, it will be all the things. I'm actually pretty minimalistic, so it's probably gonna be more of like low-key nerdy, if you know what I mean. Also, why am I actually Evan Hansen right now? So I actually am making a video for a reason, not just to ramble on. I wanted to tell you guys about something that I released really recently and I'm really excited about, which is my first ever webcomic. I've been talking about it on this channel and on my social media and on my blog for like ever. I've been working on it for like 5 years. It's called Android, and it's about this future universe where all humans on Earth are dead and robots exist. And in this new utopia, all androids have to be identical and malfunctions must be purged. So android number 8 is going about her duty disassembling malfunctions until she meets an android named Jack, and things that he tells her could change her whole world forever. So I started it right when I started getting into manga and anime, which again like 5 years ago for the first time, so it's full-on manga style drawings, and I've been drawing it, like I said, forever, and I couldn't figure out, I guess, a good way to publish it. When I'm finished with it, I do want to make it into a book that's available for people to buy on my blog if they want to, like a hard copy, but I also know a lot of people don't buy hard copy of mangas. I barely ever do myself, so I wanted to go ahead and make it available online. I'll be publishing a chapter every Sunday to my Tapas, which you can subscribe to below. Or you can just go to my blog, theepicplace.com, and check it every week to see the new episodes. I'll show you a little bit of the art. I've also been drawing a lot of Steven Universe art recently, but we don't need to talk about that right now and what a trash person I am. So this is my folder of Android art. I think I've shown a little bit of this on the channel before. Some early concept art for the design of the main robot. She's called 8, but later on you'll figure out why I've labeled her Jane. Later on she gets named Jane. This is an angsty little guy from that. So yeah, again, I was just getting into anime and manga when I started this. I was like early on to my anime phase. Well, phase, like I'm still there. I still like manga and anime, but I was just really obsessed with the style at the time. So her original character design was very much more stretched out and thin than she is now. But that was the original design for the robots. All of the original designs were a little bit odd looking, I feel like, and I think I've refined them a bit now. You've got Jack, the malfunction that she discovers. Maya is super athletic. Now most of the androids in the story, like I said, are identical. And these androids are physically identical, but they've chosen to express their identity differently. I don't want to go into that too much or I'll ruin the story. This is one. He is too thin in this one. He looks a little bit too much like Sword Art Online guy, which I may have gotten a little bit of inspiration from that, but he looks a little different now. Dawn, she's like the caretaker, sort of mothery figure. And then you've got Cindy, who's a little bit of a stereotype manga character, like cute, innocent one. Jane's going to discover all these characters as the story progresses, but right now in the first few chapters, she's just at the beginning. My interactive audience has dwindled, and so I wasn't sure I was ready to like start releasing a webcomic, like this thing I've been working for years on, when I might not actually have an active audience engaging with it. But I guess the longer I put it off, this is not going to help anything. Like that's just putting it off for longer is not going to help anything. So I just decided I would just start releasing it and just see what happens. I can explore more and definitely research more about like digital marketing and online marketing. I'm thinking about trying to learn more about my blog and marketing with my blog, because I'm realizing social medias like YouTube and Instagram eventually change and eventually want you to pay for ads in order to get your stuff seen. And there's more I could do with that, but it's also probably gonna be more productive at some point to focus my blog. But since I'm not focusing on growing my social media or my blog right now because I'm focusing on writing and comic book creation, which I've never been more happy about, then marketing's just not a thing. So I don't know who's going to be reading my comic book or if anyone is, but I'm determined to be posting it for me and for whoever else out there wants to take a look at it. It's something I put my heart and soul into, and I'll just continue to do that forever because I care about my art. I was also nervous because I'm not sure the art is like the best, and I think I can do better now than I did then. Like even the art that I'm continuing to make, because I've made tons of chapters of it already, but even the art that I'm making now, most recent chapters, is better than the original art. But my girlfriend was telling me like it's always gonna keep improving, so I can only nitpick for so long. And I finally got to the point where I'm just kind of like, with fairy tale and with my novels, with my comic books, I just need to start putting out what I have, and I'm always going to be improving, so there's no point in waiting until I'm perfect. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you about releasing Android, and I guess also about wanting to encourage you guys to like put what you have out there, because in this age of like social media decline and like adpocalypse and all that stuff, you can't really do stuff for the numbers anymore, in my opinion. Especially if you're a person that struggles with like mental health and anxiety and depression and everything. You can't be putting that much of your like time into like something that's just a downhill battle. That's not a thing. It's an uphill battle, a downhill spiral. I don't know, some combination of all of those things. So I started all this like to share my art and to share my fandoms and fangirling and all that jazz. And so that's what I want to keep doing. And I hope you like it. Also, tell me if you guys like to read webcomics. What's your favorite webcomic or one that you are reading currently? Tell me down in the description, because if I'm going to start being like a published webcomic author, then I'd love to be actually actively reading stuff, especially if it's on the same server, Tapas, that I'm using, or Webtoon or whatever. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and always remember until I see you again that we are epic heroes today and every day of our lives. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.